All right, so what I'm doing here, I don't know if you guys can see in here, there's a couple things. I've got this rafter that goes across here, and I'm gonna put eyelets in it and hang this thick moving blanket down across back here when I'm tracking vocals or acoustic guitar. I've also got something to cover over most of that glass. This is good. I also put this on, which does seem to be helping. So I want to get it to sound better in here. Little deader, not super dead, but a little deader. I mean, this is going to be huge because all this is metal and stuff, and this is really going to be, I'm excited. And so I've got everything. I've got the eyelets and the drill. We're going to hang that. And also I got set up for anybody that's doing a home studio too. I set up screen sharing with my laptop. So I can be in here with like my laptop right here on the tray, and I can see my Pro Tools screen and I can run it. I can hit play, record, I can go back, I can drop the cursor, just fundamental stuff. And it works. I tried it today. So it's all set up because I want to start tracking acoustic guitars in here, because once this door is closed, there's a little something over here and this is here. It's going to be nice for tracking acoustic guitar, because tracking acoustic guitar in here is tough. I mean, obviously everything's open right now, but still yeah. So, because we are getting ready to start recording. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to mount this stuff. I've got to run some errands, and yeah. Oh, that 87 is killer. Killer. So I've got the 87 and the 47. And yeah. All right, so look at this. I know it's a little fabulous, ghetto fabulous, but it does. I put up the eyelets. My wife and son helped. It works. Because this thing is, this is like I don't know if you can see it, but there's a pitched ceiling. So the sound has a tendency to kind of maybe rumble around. So I think this is going to definitely deadens the room up. And then I went for this. So there's the 87. And I put the little whatever reflector doohickey thing. And let's just see. And, so yeah, so I'm going to set it. Well, no, I can't do that because I'm videoing. But I set it up where I can now record from in there with screen share. And then also I set this up this morning by myself. I got to have my friend come over and really help me. I did a little bit of a light cut at like kind of 40 or 50, a bump at 100, a little of that, a little cut at 2K. I didn't do anything to the top. I don't know. I'm just getting the hang of this, and I'm 4-1, but I'm extremely passive with the distressor. That's it. And it's a BAE 1073, and it's at 3 o'clock on the master. So let's check this out. All right. So you guys could see what I did out there. I kind of treated up the room a little bit. I mean, it's not sexy, but I think it could be effective. So we're going to see. So here is the original take that I did right before I put the shield thing or whatever it is behind the mic, or the mic little thing, and before I hung the packing blanket. I probably had that packing blanket for like 1,000 years. So, and it's one of the thick ones. So here's the original recording from today with the distressor and the EQ. But again, very mild. Everything's super mild. Okay, so there's a little kind of a shelf at like 40, a 1 dB cut at 2K, and a 3 dB boost at 100. Well, I climb mountains just to be here today, and I turn around. Hey, let's see what that just sounds nice either way, right? Even if I didn't do all this hootenanny. But I want to, because there's a reason, is I want to start really tracking vocals and acoustic guitar, not just for clients, but for myself. And I want to know that I can kind of control the room. Again, I did a lot of acoustic tracking in this room over the last few years, and it's just too loud with the HDX, you know, the external thing that runs the HDX card makes noise. I think the Universal Audio makes noise. The Avid makes noise. The Burl makes noise. Whatever else is making noise. So anyway, here we go. So I'm just going to hit record and I'm going to walk in there and do this. I'm not going to be on headphones, so I'm just going to. So hopefully this is good. Let me just look real quick. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, looks good. Okay, maybe a little louder. I think it's the same. I didn't touch anything. Maybe it's tighter now. Let's see. Okay, so this is the U87 into the BAE 1073. I believe the input is at -35 and the output is at 3 o'clock. Hitting a little 2-to-1, or no, I'm sorry, a little 4-to-1 on the distressor, and just a little bit on the EQ, just kind of having fun with it. So, yeah, this is it. Well, I climb mountains just to be here today. And I turn around and I do it again. You've got my heart, yeah. Room sounds way better. It's deader, but not dead. I don't like dead rooms, but it's much better, I think. So anyway, there it is. This is a 1968 U87. It's a thing of beauty. All right, here we go. Who's excited? So here we go. With the baffling and the things. Let me get rid of this. Okay, so this is the U87 into the BAE 1073. I believe the input is at -35 and the output is at, hold on, now with no baffling. Okay, so there's a little kind of, it's more bassy. I don't know if, I think that all the tightening it up cuts out some of the, yeah, it's exactly the same. Isn't that weird? So here's with no baffling. Okay, so there's a little kind of a shelf and here's with the baffling. Okay, so this is the U87 into the BAE 1073. I believe the input is at -35 and the output is at 3 o'clock. Hitting a little 2-to-1, or no, I'm sorry, a little 4-to-1. So I like it better without anything. Okay, so there's a little kind of a, but you know, other people may not like that. So getting back to the baffling. And just a little bit on the EQ, just kind of having fun with it. So, yeah, this is it. Well, I climb mountains just to be here today. And I turn around and I do it again. You've got my heart. And then without baffling. And, well, I climb mountains just to be here today. And I turn around. Hey, let's see what that sounds like. With baffling. And just a, so yeah, well, I climb mountains just to be here today, and I turn around and I do it again. Without baffling. Well, I climb mountains just to be here today, and I turn around. Hey, with baffling. Well, I climb mountains just to be here today, and I turn around and I do it again. You've got my heart, yeah. Room sounds way better. So, I guess it's a matter of taste. Here's with no baffling. Well, I climb mountains just to be here today. With baffling. Well, I climb mountains just to be here today. And it's probably a little cleaner. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Either way, I'm glad I did this because I'll definitely going to want that thing up there when I'm doing acoustic guitar. It's just too much going on. So either way, it was a good thing. So again, from the top a little bit, here's with all of the baffling and blankets. Okay, so this is the U87. It doesn't have that thing like here's with no baffling. Okay, so there's a little kind of a shelf. My voice changed a little bit. I sang for a couple of hours. I had some students, so maybe, I don't know, maybe my voice is a little not as so I don't know, but no baffling. Okay, so there's a little kind of a shelf at like 40 and with baffling. Okay, so this is the U87 into the BAE 1073. I believe the input is at -35 and the output is at 3 o'clock. Hitting a little 2-to-1, or no, either way, they're all nice. Without baffling. Well, I climb mountains just to be here today, and I turn around. Man, that Neumann and 1073 thing, boy. Oh, man, I remember, like, when I first got turned on to that a long time ago, it was just like, oh, yeah. And with baffling. Well, I climb mountains just to be here today, and I turn around and I do it again. It does not sound that different. It could also be, like I said, I sang for a couple of hours, which gets my resonation up. It stretches the vocal cords and kind of gets me a little bit more. So anyway, yeah, there you go. What do you think, right?